Well, in honor of Sofia in this episode, we're changing the name of the show. It's called The Penguin Show.
No, we're not.
Yeah, why? Like, if you don't like your current family, make a new
No.
one.
No. Almost penguin. Almost penguin.
The almost
penguin.
Penguin Show. Yeah. Okay, this is just getting it.
This is getting worse. This is going downhill quick. There, that's the name of the show.
Welcome back. Stupid. Yeah, we do. Welcome back to the Almost Sideshow, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Adam. That is Terry, and we are diving back into the seedy underbelly of Gotham with the next episode of The Penguin, streaming on HBO Max. This one is entitled Homecoming, episode 5 of Homecoming, which streamed and aired October 20th, 2024. Again, this is a pretty cool episode. It makes a reference to Sofia's name change, but I kind of dig it. I respect the move. How are you doing, Terry? What's going on with you?
I'm doing good. I'm excited. We're past the halfway point. We're on the downward trend here. We only got 3 episodes left after this. There's a lot that needs to happen. There's a lot that can happen, and I'm excited. This show's been a lot of fun. So let's jump into it, shall we?
Let's do it.
All right. Here we go. The Penguin, episode 5, is entitled Homecoming. Now that we have our backstories, what is actually going on? Well, Oz is on the run from both the Maronis and Sofia, and Sofia has killed her whole family except Johnny Vitti. Oz gets rid of his car and decides his next move needs to be getting back his mushrooms. He kidnaps the Maroni's son for ransom. All at the same time, he calls for a hit on Sal in prison while burning Taj and Nadia to death. The one problem: Sal survived and escaped, and now really wants Oz dead. The only problem, only a few of the mushrooms, the other problem is only a few of the mushrooms survived. Sofia has quite the alibi to explain away her survival, while she keeps Johnny Vitti in the crypt, wanting her father's money. They both emerge along with Dr. Rush, and Sofia declares the Maroni family dead. She is starting the Gigante family, taking her mother's maiden name. When Johnny Vitti pushes back, he gets pushed back with a bullet in the head. Sofia finds Sal Maroni and proposes an end to the war and an alliance between the families behind the common enemy of Oz. So where's Oz? Well, Vic has taken Oz and his mother to his old neighborhood to hide out, which also happens to be Oz's old neighborhood. Oz rediscovers an old underground trolley line that is perfect for the few mushrooms he has left. He's ready to restart his drug empire if he can survive long enough to build it.
Pay your electrical bill.
Yes.
Yeah, this was a really cool episode. Definitely some body counts did happen up in this area, this episode here. So I really enjoyed this one. Obviously the highs and all the death, we see the immediate aftermath of what happened in the last episode. I think the interesting, compelling thing of it is the Gigante changing the Falcone name has gone away, Gigante, and the Maronis are working together now. New family, the power couple, the ultimate team up, if you will, in the crime world of Gotham, and seeing what's going to happen to them. I don't think that is going to end well with the Maronis. I think, Sofia probably will be in charge, the main person in charge, even though, Mr. Maroni is going to try to make his move. But I think this is pretty cool. And Oz going back and forth. I think we see a lot of great things out of Vic in this episode. We see that douchebag Squid again, and it's the seedy underbelly of kind of like the darker, gloomier, the more poverty stricken of Gotham, and also the aftermath of what like the Riddler did. So as well. So I think that's fascinating stuff, to say the least.
Yeah, it's interesting to see Oz really starting to get backed into a corner. Like he always has a next move, and he's kind of out of them. He's gonna try and get the drugs up and running again, try and get Bliss up and going again, but he doesn't have a chemist that knows how to take care of it or harvest it. The few he has left. He has both crime families he had in the palm of his hands are now after him. The only allies he had are gone or turned against him. He doesn't know what he's doing. Vic is clutch again in this one. You've got Sofia is ruthless and brilliant, and my word, Cristin Milioti just keeps impressing me every turn she makes. I love it. This show's got some serious twists and turns that you don't necessarily see coming. I will say, my wife called the Taj being soaked in gasoline. When he came out the back shivering and wet, she's like, what is he, like, soaked in gas or something? And sure enough, it's exactly what it was.
Yeah, that was pretty good call.
But totally, that ruined it, because then the fire suppressant killed the mushrooms.
Yeah, that is true.
So yeah, this has been, this was a fun one, because now you're really starting to see, okay, where is this taking shape? We know who these characters are. Like I said in the synopsis, we had 2 straight episodes of backstory. We had Vic's backstory in episode 3. We had Sofia's backstory in episode 4. Now we can get back to the plot and really play out, where are we going? And we've got 4 episodes to sprint to the finish here. And where's it going to leave everything?
Yeah, very good point. Very good point. Yeah, I think that it's awesome that we don't have backstory anymore either. It's imperative to those characters to get more information, because we know about Penguin. If you're paying any attention to any kind of comic book, or you've seen Batman Returns, you kind of have a general idea who the Penguin is, what he's about. But these other characters, you don't know anything, so you have to have those backstory episodes. And
I could still see us having I could see episode 6 being a backstory episode for Oz, though. I can see
what happened after Sofia went to prison or something like that, and like his up and coming,
or what happened to his leg, what happened to his brothers. I mean, that's a referenced point in this episode. I can see some of that play out a little bit.
True, that's a good point. I like it. I can see it. Wouldn't be opposed to it.
Something more than knowing that Pee-wee's his dad, like we found out in Batman Returns.
I know you are, but what am I?
Yeah. That's what he would have said if he had a line in that movie.
That is true.
What was your favorite scene?
The burning of the Maronis. I think that whole scene was just really, really mafia. Like, that was like a totally like a scene that Coppola could have done, or right, Coppola, yeah, I could see him doing it, or some person who, like the De Palma, or somebody like who notorious for doing these mobster movies. Even Scorsese at a certain point too could do that, and just have this really cool, sleek thing where like you have these 2 minutes in characters, you don't think this story's gonna end. They just introduced Taj as well, like officially. So I'm going to find out he gets taken out by the fire, and the fire is what does in with the mushrooms. I thought the whole sequence was really cool. And I didn't pick up that he was.
Oh, good.
I didn't pick up on the fact that he was covered in gasoline, but it makes me wonder: was Speedy covered in gasoline? I think he was probably just water, but
I think he was just water to try and freeze him out down in the crypt.
But it's also funny that they introduced like the same similar, like soaking their captives in some kind of liquid. I thought that was kind of interesting. But yeah, that was a really cool scene, and how it's shot and everything. and such a big actress getting killed that way too was pretty awesome. Thought she was going to stick around a little longer.
That is a good point too. I mean that's the end of Shora Agdashlu in this Yeah. I love the shot looking back up at Oz watching it burn. And but then like his like desire for the poetic moment ended up killing what he came there for. And
why are the shrooms gone?
It's that it just it just shows that's Oz in a nutshell right there. He's got the upper hand, but he didn't take everything into account, and now he's paying for his mistakes. And because he always tends to leave something undone.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that was a good scene. I liked when Sofia declares the Falcone's dead and the Gigante family is started. Like that scene, and just like the ruthlessness of Johnny Viti's just like, whoa, let's pump the brakes here. The Falcone name, we can't just get rid of that. Pop. Oh, okay,
yeah, we can.
Yeah, I guess that was that was it for Johnny Viti, the only made man at the table. The only made man in the Falcone family left. Well, now the Falcone family is officially dead. The one running it is the reject, and all you pawns are now the players. It was just a cool moment, and it was Sofia just taking charge and doing what her father always wanted her to do, right? So I thought that was a cool scene. The other one I've written down is a much more subtle scene, and that's when Vic first arrives at Oz's mom's house, and she's in bed, a little disoriented. The stove's on fire, and not knowing what the fridge is wide open, and she thinks he's one of her boys, and that's why I'm like, there's got to be something. We got to hear something more about what happened with the
brothers,
with the boys, with the Cobb family from earlier. So that was a heartbreaking scene, but it also it showed Vic at his best, and we got a little bit more from Mama Cobb too.
Yeah, that's true.
So I really like that one.
I also liked when Sal and Sofia were meeting too. He's like, I'm actually here, not somebody, one of your men. She pops the guy in the front too. She kills the door guy watching the door as well. So seeing their meeting was really these two big, powerful, like mafia-esque head of the families getting together.
Was it her, or was it the henchman that was with her? We don't know. We just hear a pop pop.
Okay, well, we can put that maybe. Right? Yeah, there was something. So we can put that as an undisclosed. It's either going to be Lou, or it's going to be her. So it's going to be one of those two. So
we're going to say there's there's two more debatable, which takes our debatable up to 4.
Yeah,
I'm good with that. All right, douchebag award.
It's got to be Squid. Just anytime that guy's on, he's going to be the Squid. It's going to be the Benicky of this episode, of this show.
I mean, his name is Squid.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I mean, I went with the low hanging fruit on this one. Oz is a douchebag in this. I mean, he can't not play everybody in his life. Like I'd say there are only 3 people he doesn't play.
His mom
at this point. His mom, Vic, and Eve. Those are the only 3 people that he's not looking at as pawns in what he's doing. They're ones he actually cares about. And we'll see about Vic. I mean, if Vic gets in a precarious situation, does he abandon him? That'll be interesting.
Yeah, true.
But everyone, like, he sets up the deal to get the mushrooms back, and then kills the entire Maroney family, or attempts to, at least. Like, dude, what? Like, I mean, he's out for self-preservation, and they're gonna take him out no matter what happens. I get, but wow, yeah. He's and then you see again that in the previously on the Penguin, you have Oz abandoning Sophia after revealing everything in front of Nadia. He is just kind of the worst. And what's the first thought he has? His first thought is, how do I build back? Right? How do I build this back up? Oh, hey, there's an abandoned, dungeon here that nobody looks at. Let's do it. And
open for biz.
Because you can tell the only thing he can think of that could get him back is if he makes himself valuable again. And he's got something that could make him valuable.
Yeah, this is true.
But he also can't trust anybody anymore either, because everyone knows that they can't trust him.
Yeah, good point.
So the second he has value, does he try to take out Sal again? Does he try and take out Sophia? Because it's all self-preservation. Yeah, I thought that'll be interesting to see how it plays out. But Oz is a douchebag. Just the fact that and everyone is expendable so that he can keep moving up. Stickman of the episode. I've got one. Should I go?
Yeah, go ahead.
The stickman of this episode is Rex Calabrese. The guy from Oz's childhood who drove the Cadillac around town.
Oh, yeah, duh.
Everybody knew
the chariot.
Everybody knew Rex. He was the best. I remember his car.
There's the
this
chariot.
one hurts, but I'll live. Yeah. Rex Calabrese.
Rex Calabrese. Yeah, that's a good one. That's it. That's a good one. I didn't have anyone for this one.
All right. Best new face.
Taj Maroney, I guess, if we had to.
I think we might have seen him, but it's the first time we've named him.
Ari Shagazmi?
Something like that. Aria Shagasemi.
That sounds better, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably it. I mean, I know we have some Gigante henchmen that we hadn't seen before probably in this. Now that the whole table's been replaced.
Yeah.
So, but
he has a cool Phoenix tattoo. He has, good taste in decent taste in music. Kind of way too easily caught if he was supposed to. He has a TikTok. Probably a lot of followers. Yeah.
He has a half done tattoo.
Yeah, half done, which kind of makes him a douchebag, but
he has a half done Phoenix tattoo that Oz finished for him.
Oh, here we go. He's not rising from that ash.
Yeah. All right. That's really the only answer for that one. Best weapon.
Okay, there's a couple here. I kind of like cold water and dog collars, because it's not the obvious one, but cold water and dog collars for tying down Vidi in that dungeon. I think he's got a little prod in his mouth. He's getting tight. She basically has full control over him, just by moving one strap, and it's not even a strap, it's tied, which is great. So yeah, just water and dog collars.
My best weapon is the same answer as the last category. It's Taj Maroney.
That's a good one. Yeah. I came in like a fireball.
There we go. I love it.
I'd make that a soundbite.
That was my best weapon.
That's a good one. Yeah, a lighter would. Yeah, that's the other one that I wrote down. But yeah, best weapon. The Taj was the best weapon.
Taj. Was it the Taj? All right. Best callback. Geek out for me, Adam.
All right. So I originally had Chief Mackenzie Bach, but he's old. The guy's face does not match the voice. I can tell you that. I don't know.
Seriously, like that was the Matt Damon "What Show Are You In" award.
Yeah, and you felt like he smelled like 700 packs a day. It's like you have no voice. It's like, dang.
Apparently he was somewhere between the old smoking commercials and Don Corleone.
Yeah, you don't always die from tobacco. Yeah.
Yeah. He's if Don Corleone was gonna die from tobacco.
Yeah, but apparently he was in the Batman, which is I don't.
Oh, okay.
He
So
was,
that is actually a callback.
that is actually a callback. He was, but so Eve Carlo, I came across this right. Carlo, is she related to Clayface, which is another villain in the Batman franchise, because that character's name is Basil Carlo.
Ooh.
Is she related? And apparently that is the rumored villain for Batman 2. One of the rumored villains. So I'm like, that could be very, very good predicament. Clayface.
So Clayface would be like her brother? Is that the idea?
Be her brother, and he can transform. He's made of clay, obviously, but he can transform to different people. So you don't know who it actually is. It's like a chameleon.
So the Ethan Hunt of Gotham City.
He is the Ethan Hunt. More like what's it like? He's like E Hunt. Like it's not obviously Hunts or Ethan Hunts. Yeah, but it's like the discount version of Hunts. Yeah.
And will he be played by
Tom Cruise, baby? Tom Cruise, baby. No,
Tom Cruise, baby.
Probably not. Man.
Probably not. I like that. That's a good conspiracy theory. I like that one. All right, that leads into my favorite minor character / henchman, and that's Eve. I think Eve is Eve is the one person that can successfully tell Oz off. Mm-hmm. You can tell he actually cares about her, and you can, and he just has to take it because she finally realizes you're playing me. Like, I'm not one of your pawns. Stop using me as one, because that's all you're doing. You completely exposed all of us in this whole thing that you just did with Bliss and the club and all of that. And now everybody knows who we are. We're not anonymous anymore. We're a part of this, and it's all your fault. And everyone knows whose side we're on. Like, she's like, you just gave us the death sentence. What's going on here? And he has to take it. And she knows how to play him too. She knows how to play him because she is pissed at him. But how does she end it? You need to focus on what's in front of you, and I would just hold you back. I don't want to get in the way. When she's like, no, I don't want to have anything to do with you anymore, but this is the way I know how to get rid of you. Yeah, exactly. It's smart. That's a very good character. Yeah, I'm looking more of her stuff. I think she's going to be a bigger character. Who knows? But we'll see. My minor character henchman was Lou, which was played by Hunter Emery. He was the guy who actually took the money. At first, he's like, yeah, and he's the guy who probably made the pop noise. Yeah. So Hunter Emery, that guy has a cool look. He does. Bald and bearded. So we haven't seen that. There's a few in there that. Yeah, there's a few in there that are. I have a feeling we'll get to know a little bit more. Yeah. All right, the best line. So, underrated line is Milos. We all knew he wore. Milos. We all knew he wore. What he wore heel inserts. Yeah. Yeah. We all knew he wore inserts. Yeah. That's an underrated line. That's good. Poor Milos. I mean, he's in the ground already, and you're punched a beaten bag. Yeah, punched. He's still That's the second episode in a row that there's we're just gonna pile on Milos here. Yeah, I mean, Milos has a higher body count than me. Yeah, my best line is, "Jesus, Sal, put your dick away." And he steps, and he like points right, and it's like he just stood up, like, "Jesus, Sal, put your dick away." Just the delivery that he had on that was was awesome. Yeah, one of my favorite lines was Sal on the phone. "Thanks for the keys." And you could just see Penguin's face, Oz's face, like, oh, crap. Yeah. Talk about the ultimate backfire. Yeah, that was a good one. The one I've written down was Johnny Vitti, and it was another great scene when he finally opens up with Sophia in the crypt. Mom. Yeah. And yeah, I couldn't help your mother. Let me help you.
It's a good one.
It's like,
It's a good one.
that was a good one. And she's like, okay, you can help me. All right, you've helped me. Pop.
Wow. Yeah.
And moving on.
Moving
And
on. Next.
that's the only reason she left him alive. The only reason is because he knew where the money was. That is it. It wasn't like she needed his cred, she needed his support. No. She wanted the money.
Yeah.
And she wanted to make a statement saying, let me show you how dead the Falcone family is. Just great.
Yeah.
All right. Did you have any problems with this episode?
Well, blood money. Whenever anybody like dumps up like the money's dirty. Like you have to clean it. You have to take it to the launder. No, the laundry.
Yes, we have to do some money laundering.
Yeah,
to take care of the blood money.
To take care of the blood money.
These are literal terms at times.
No, I don't really have any issues with this one. This was pretty solid. I thought Squid was gonna mess around and try to find out, but he didn't. Not yet, anyway.
Not yet. Not yet. He did see them. It has to pop up at some point.
He's like, that's a nice lamp.
Yeah. I don't think I had any problems with this either. I find it interesting. This is the first time we find out that both Oz and Vic came from the same neighborhood.
Yeah, it's kind of
like you'd think that would have popped up.
What a weird. Well, no, they know I think Oz did mention the deli or that food place at the very end of one of the episodes. They both used to go there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of in that area, but that doesn't mean they lived in the same area. At least they know of it. Know of this place. Yeah,
that's true. Kind of convenient to have an abandoned, underground trolley station that Oz just happened to remember he has intimate knowledge of and can get to anywhere in the city from.
Really,
this is the Penguin's, the Penguin's lair that he's just established. He's just found, right? This is the underground, home of the Penguin.
Yeah,
very true. Yeah. But other than that, it's a great episode. I didn't have any problems either. Okay. Right. Most relatable moment. I'll go first on this one. I was having trouble coming up with a good one, but I'm going to go back to my Stickman reference. And my most relatable moment is remembering the cool kid from your childhood. Like we all have that guy that's like, oh, that was the cool kid. That was the one I wanted to be. Yeah. And we all have those moments where, you know what, I'm going to make this decision in my life because that will get me closer to being that cool kid I looked up to. And that was, so that's what I went with.
Nice. And if you don't remember who the cool kid was, you probably were the cool kid or you didn't have any friends. All right.
It's true.
Anyway, that's a great one. I'm going with the baseball mitt. Having those baseball mitts, that collecting of like, oh, that's my first glove. Remembering those memories. Yeah, that's anything baseball related. It's like, that caught my eye. Yeah, you're not gonna be running really fast with a hobble, but it's a good glove. It looked like it was well used.
It wasn't his. It was his brother's.
That's right. You're right. I forgot that little minor detail there. But yeah, that was a cool. Yeah, the baseball glove thing. I was like, yeah, I got some baseball memories. I got some baseball stuff from my childhood.
Mm-hmm. The old beaten down, broken down glove. Yep. We all have one of those sitting around the house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good one. All right, LVP of the episode.
The guy who tries to kill Saul Maroni.
Yeah, Mikey.
Mikey.
Mikey, tell me something good. Mikey's dead, man, and thanks for the keys. Yeah. Definitely an LVP.
Okay.
My other LVP, I had that one, and I had Johnny Vitti also.
Yeah,
I mean,
that he didn't figure that out.
You're an LVP in your own death scene. That's just bad. It's just bad.
Yeah.
But
good call.
Yeah, I mean, and LVP, like he refused to help the mom, and who was his cousin, and he hated himself for it, so he stayed as underboss for the next 30 years.
Yeah, 10 years.
Or whatever it was. No, it was longer than that because it was since she died.
Oh yeah, she died. That's right. You're right. Yeah.
So it's been 20, 25 years, something like
Yeah.
that. We did LVP. Time for MVP. Who's your MVP?
I gotta go Vic, man. He's like, that will do, Vic. That will do. So good job, Vic.
That should have been one of our headlines here. That'll do, Vic. That'll do. Oh, that would have been good. Yeah, I had Vic down also. We get to be too much of the same mind on some of the stuff at times, I think.
Okay, I'll say something different. I'm gonna
Say
go.
something different.
I'm gonna go with Gloria from the 1980 movie named Gloria that was playing at Mrs. Cobb's house. She
There you go.
there we go. So I found that out. I was like, kind of makes me want to watch the movie. So there we go, Gloria, MVP.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah. Could be minor character too.
Yeah. I'm sticking with Vic, but I'm sticking with Vic.
Mhm.
We have a lot to talk about though on what we think is going to happen next.
Mhm.
So first, our POI, our put on ice count. I think this is accurate. So I've got Sofia at 11. I think Johnny Vitti is the only one that's a confirmed addition to that list. Carmine remains at 8 that we know of. Oz, I bumped up to 5 because of Taj and Nadia. I think he may have shot a henchman or two, but I'm not sure. After he, after Taj walks over, Nadia gives the signal to take him out. Take Oz out.
Well, yeah, there was definitely some henchmen that got killed in that tattooist. Yeah, that got killed in that tattoo parlor.
But was it Oz? Oz had henchmen with him that were shooting too. So I just said 5 confirmed, and you can
and one car, one chariot.
You should add the chariot. I mean we're doing just actual body count on the POI list though.
Yeah.
Luca's at 1, Irvad is at 1, Vic remains at 0. And we have at least 4 debatable. Probably I'm gonna bump that up to let's go 8 with the henchman, the Maroney henchman and the tattooist. So we'll go 8 debatable, and the Riddler is at yes. So where are we going?
Yeah, I don't know.
I've got an interesting thought I got to throw out there that I forgot to mention earlier that I don't know if it plays a role. Dr. Rush. Dr. Rush comes in and you get the idea that he might be the new underboss. He might take over for Johnny Vitti underneath Sofia because she knows and trusts him. Should she trust him? He walks in the room and he's saying the cops came and talked to me. I know you did it. And I'm like, he's wearing a wire. He is there to snitch on her, but he's got to get the confession first. But then she says it in the meeting and he's standing right there and nothing happens. So that was one thing I thought, but maybe he truly has been charmed by her completely.
Scars and all.
He's an interesting addition into this whole thing of where's he going and what's he doing, and is he undying loyalty? Is he going to be more than just a henchman? Is he going to be more than just the underboss? Is he going to be underboss with benefits? I mean, we don't really know where that part of the story is going, but I think that is an intriguing character coming out of this episode.
Yeah, that's a good call. I like that. I think that one of Vic's first kills is going to be Squid. A first official kill. I think that could be because he's going to try to mess with that old lady, and he's made a connection or trying to mess with him, and he's going to stand up for herself. I think that Maroney is also going to get killed by Sofia at some point to prove that she's the big bad one of the world there. I like the Rush theory you came up with, so I didn't really have anything for him. Again, I kind of want to see another family come in here actually too, but it would actually probably fit more into season 2. I think it would be kind of perfect in this setting of this universe somehow leading to Black Mask, which is Ewan McGregor's character in Birds of Prey.
Oh,
More villainous kind of portrayal and more realistic, because he is a head of like a crime organization too. And I think having him in this dirty, grimy world, I think that could be very interesting. Where he goes up against Oz, possibly.
well, and you don't even need to stretch that far. I mean, where do the triads play in all this? And when are they going to pop back up and be like, dude, Oz, you screwed us too? And I mean, he just kind of upset every crime family with how that all played out.
Yeah, it'd be weird if like Lee and Carter come back and try to take down the triads again. Only time will tell on that one. You know, rush hour.
Yeah. So you've got Oz trying to figure this out. And you've got and he's got a plan, but he's got, like I said in the synopsis, he's got to survive the next like 48 hours in order to completely enact his plan.
He's like, I got a plan. Well, I got parts of a plan.
The concept of a plan.
I got a concept.
Yeah.
Thought of a plan.
You get the idea. Sofia will not rest until he's dead.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, I think she is one that, like, her whole conversation with Salvatore Maroni is, you've always been sentimental, put family first. You had something right there. Mm-hmm. And nothing means more right now to Sofia than avenging Alberto's death, I think. Mm-hmm. Like, that's going to be her next thing. Oz killed Alberto, then I am killing Oz.
Yeah.
I can't see a scenario where both of them come out of this alive.
Yeah, it'd be interesting because they brought in the chief of police here, but not the commissioner. It'd be interesting if the commissioner, right. Commissioner Gordon, could come in. Jeffrey Wright.
Was he Commissioner Gordon at this point? I don't remember.
I have to remember what, but he will. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if Jeffrey Wright comes. Yeah, I think he was too. But it'd be very interesting to see if he makes a play at the very end of this. I can see it if it gets big enough.
No, he was Lieutenant Gordon.
At that point, Lieutenant Gordon
in the Batman. He hadn't worked up
to not his jurisdiction yet.
Yeah.
So
Commissioner, it was Commissioner Pete Savage.
Oh, nice.
Maybe by the end of it, he was commissioner. I don't remember. It's been too long since I've seen the Batman.
I gotta deep dive it in 2 years. So
there we go.
Anyway. Yeah, that's a good call. I think it could be interesting. I think it's really hard to predict where it goes because it's been so twisty so far.
Right. And with so many characters just out for themselves and doing what's going to be best for them,
that's
you don't really know. You don't know where it's going. It's going to be unpredictable. I mean, you have, one of the primary crime families in the entire Batman universe just like died entirely, completely. So, man, I'm having fun with this. We got 3 more episodes to see where it leads. At this point that we're recording, there's rumors of a season 2, but they had to make this with the idea that we're wrapping up a complete, story in 8 episodes. And to think about this is going to be all done in 8 episodes. I don't know. It's going to be fun to watch though.
Possibly tying into Batman 2, which is also going to be really interesting to see because Farrell has said he's coming back. So we'll, put that with a grain of salt, but we'll see what happens. But it's very exciting stuff. 3 more episodes for us. You've already seen it, everybody who's listening at home. So let us know in the comments section down below what you guys thought about this episode. And make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe here on YouTube or wherever you're listening to us on your audio podcast. So any final words there, Terry?
Yeah, leave us comments, but no spoilers because we want to be able to watch this fresh. Yeah, don't leave the spoilers until we get to episode 8. Then tell us how dumb we are.
Yeah, Terry doesn't respond to the comments. I do, so it will be for him anyway.
There you go. Don't spoil anything for. Actually, I don't care if you spoil it for Adam. Just don't spoil it for me. That's really, yeah.
The group chat will be fuming if you do.
Yes.
Anyway, with that said, Penguin Noise, we're out.
Later.